You are a man. Shut the fuck up.
Nigga, do you got something you want to say?
Don't worry about me, I'm a god.
Hi strawbesties, I wanna say welcome back to Nini the creative director, but this will not be an episode in this series. This instead is just a rundown of things I would have done to fix kep1er's and cherry bullets art direction. As you all know, I made teasers for kep1er but nothing for cherry bullet. Sorry, I'm just not editing no damn cherry bullet, but I'll be generous by putting pictures on the screen that personally matches the vision I'm going for. Let's just get kep1er and their one release out the way. Logo. First the logo. I decided long and hard about not changing their awful name. Cause it truly is an awful group name and the one is so tacky, it hurts. Not to mention, they made no effort to even hide how disjointed the name looks in the logo. Awful font. I just decided to do something fun, something cute and make the one resemble an alien. You know? Something that isn't painful to the eyes and boring. This alien could also be their group mascot like how Red Velvet has Rev. You'll see in the teasers. Also, we're changing their fandom name to Guardians to reference the planet Guardians from Girls Planet 999 because I refuse to be fixing any group with a ridiculous name and fandom name. I mean, we have to draw the line of awfulness somewhere. Concept. kep1er aliens, that's the concept. Sorry, after ranting so much about how awful their debut is, I realized just how much untapped potential the alien concept has and how they pissed it away so bad. I mean, their debut will be their first impact onto the planet and they could have a comeback where they're trying to learn how humanity works, or even a campy comeback where they are fighting human rivals. Like, there are so many ideas. So yeah, kep1er aliens. It's a different take on the cosmic genre, like no more WJS and extensions on these girls. Let it go. So yeah, their debut will center around their arrival to their planet. Aesthetic, I could care less about these girls if I'm being honest, so being asked to put together brand new styling for my vision is just too much for me. Instead, I'll just give you the overall vibe we are going for in this little mood board. Now, are these photos going to match the teasers I'm about to show you? Absolutely not, but that's not my problem, girl. I'm a hitmaker when I'm given things that at least had some thought behind it. I just made their teasers look better rather than give it a new vision. Did you see how these have fun shots? Did you see how this has ideas to put to them? Heart in there? Yeah, that's what I want. Not corporate soulless profile shots, boring, or the new ass room set design. Let's play with perspective, let's play with colors. Let's play with makeup. I'm baffled as to how they had a Days Korea magazine shoot that was genuinely better than their debut. Bro, why not just steal the idea? Whatever, on to the teasers and music. Teasers. One will just have a cute, fun, colorful space design. The other will be in space. Here they are.
See something? Who do you think is in the wrong here?
Music. I wanted to give them signal, I even wanted to push it and give them why not. But the losers just would not get the vision I fear. Not with the way I saw it all. Stockholm Syndrome Wadada into your most played for the month. I cannot help the mentally ill. I decided to just keep Mask, but we are not making it the title. Instead, it will be a pre-release in the same way Purple Kiss had theirs. Therefore, we are giving the girls a little taste of the hashtag come to offer. Signal will be the title. Yeah, I lied to you. See how I did that sexy ass misdirect? We need this from the kep1er girls. Sorry. Sometimes you just gotta lie. Signal would make much more sense for this group of girls than we did. Signal mixes teen crush with an innocent sweet sound, something Wadada was aiming for with the corny oh 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 chorus. Someone informed me that the oh 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 cute part in Wadada was supposed to reference the fact that they are from Girls Planet, but if anything that just made it worse to me. Like, don't remind the audience that you came from a show with a dozen girls who can wash you, but you made the cut instead. Plus this song is very talk rap focused at parts that could easily be given to Baha Daeyeon and Hikaru. Plus think about how adorable Yujin and Yeso would look while performing it, especially Yujin, who never stops smiling like "Come on, I've convinced you enough." Since their music video was practically fucking blank, here are some sets and scenes I would approve for this. Mask would look similar to Billy's flipping a coin performance video, with the exception of the lights coming from above so it looks like they're being abducted by aliens. No, we not featuring no damn masks, don't even ask me that, please allow your mind not to be so on the nose. The outfits from their performance are fine for this. I think if we were to go for a music video for this, something similar to Twice's BDZ would be appropriate, where they are trying to escape their respective planets. Just make sure not to take ourselves too seriously. Signal music video would start with the girls on their respective planets, or at least that's what they accept as soon as they wake up. They assume Mask's music video was just a weird dream until they begin to do their daily tasks and realize odd stuff happening, and the girls trying to keep it all under wraps while trying to figure out what's going on themselves. I would like some shots of subunits and shots of the full group, as well as some duos. I would keep the solo scenes to a minimum because I feel like solo scenes are a way to make the music video feel a bit disconnected at moments. Like I want it to be them bonding over their supernatural behavior. I like the idea of the first seconds of Signal being the absolute bonker shit happening, like I'm talking about Hikaru toothpaste floating off her toothbrush, Yeonjun seeing an alien in her reflection, Yujin being upside down. Like I need some trippy shit. Let's have fun. None of it is to be taken straightforward like none of the nonsense SPA doing. We acknowledging the silly nature of this shit. Oh, also, we would have a re-edited concept film and teaser because their visual teasers were genuinely fucking awful. Don't know what kep1er's issue is, but JYPE has ruined the K-pop industry truly. Entire song out before the release, like, do you understand how crazy y'all look? Alright, now onto Cherry Bullet is a 10-member group with a dual concept that revolves around gaming. While Cherry shows off their cute side through general competitive games like board games or variety show games, Bullet is where the girls get to display their more sleek style through video games. That's what I wrote, so we sticking with it. Q&A. The music video begins like Twice's Fake and True, where 10 members are sitting in a circle, eyeing each other suspiciously. This game is about deception. The better they are at lying and fooling each other, the more they climb up the ranks. Throughout the music video, statistics are shown about the girls too, so we are properly introduced to them and their roles in the group rather than relying on fans to explain who they are to people new to the group. The song is cute to hide the sinister intentions behind the girls throughout it, almost like Red Velvet's Red music videos. The dance scenes would have a more lively setup color like ITZY's Dalla Dalla second chorus scene with the colors blue and red, while the dance outfits would be the blue and red uniforms they wore in the apartment scenes, while the more gamer girl outfits would be solely the scenes within the rooms. I'd say May and kep1er would be eliminated first based on the original music video, while Charon, G1 and Linlin would be the final three competing. My critique on the original, so that my concept makes sense: this is a rookie group. Although they previously promoted themselves on their channel, a lot of people didn't know who they were. Being that it's a 10-member group, the lack of introduction is a bit jarring to figure out who is who, even with fan assistance in the comments. Despite being the best rendition of their concept, the music video is still floored by the fact that the concept doesn't match the song, the games doesn't match the song, and it's a snore fest through and through. This is why I gave them an entirely new concept overall. The only video game concept is basically shooting themselves in the foot, as there's only so much they can do with it that would be public friendly for Korea. Having a dual game concept allows them some leg room. The games they were playing weren't matching with the song too. Not sure what Linlin, Raimi and G1 was playing, but I would have much more enjoyed following them than sitting through the snore fest that was kep1er and May's battle or Hyun in a room. That was the issue too though. They were playing like 4 different games. Like, calm down, can we focus on one for now? Then the dance scenes lacked so much, the first being aesthetic. There's nothing about the layout that catches your eye, it's just blue with the lining of a city. It's lacking depth in both colors and textures. This with the horrible choice of styling for the dance scenes left them feeling very unnecessary, especially when paired with the super futuristic gaming scenes, which is why I used Dalla Dalla instead as inspo with the red and blue outfits. Overall messy, which is why I changed the entire thing. Really. Concept 1. Think Red Velvet some Vampa where it's a rainy day so the girls whip out a board game called Love Adventure under the impression it's a cute game when in reality, they somehow end up on the board game and turns into a terrifying game like Jumanji where the girls are trying to figure out how to get out, but while doing so end up making terrible choices within the game that they have to avoid. For example, Raimi rolls a double which allows her to move 10 spots, but the spot she moves spawns the cutest twinned hearts but are actually just the virtual equivalent of piranhas. Boom, she runs backwards in fear and they're held back in the progress again. They would wear the pink outfits for the dance segment but wear more casual outfits for the segments showing the fun adventure on the game board. Concept 2, Girl Scout Cookie Competition. Remember when I said making them have a general game concept would allow them to do more? This is what I meant. Really would be perfect for the type of competition of selling Girl Scout cookies. The girls break into teams to attempt to sell more cookies than each other, so we see the hilarious efforts they go through to sell them. This could also connect back to Q&A where Lin and Sharon team up to win and do so by not even selling the cookies but eating it themselves and getting money some other sneaky way. The outfits would be more stylish Girl Scout attire. If we're matching concept to song, I think concept 1 is better as it would match the lyrics, but if we're going on aesthetic, concept 2 is better. All up to preference. Critique on RR. To explain my decision, RR is very half-assed compared to Q&A. It almost feels like the people involved with the editing have never actually played mobile games or any game. I feel like this is another situation of them doing too much at once. They all had missions yet the end goal felt very Candy Crush. It all just didn't make much sense and I felt only interested in it because it was so bright. The song is very cute and sound, so I felt like some goofy, silly scenes would have been much better than the randomness that was the mission concept. Also the outfits for the second dance segment are absolutely awful and don't do justice to them. Something more to RV's power-up styling would make more sense. Also being that Lin and Sharon are also together in this music video, it feels like it connects to my Q&A concept. Love that, hands up. The first bullet comeback means the first video game concept. This could be the first introduction to Cherry Bullet, the game. Cherry Bullet is a game where the characters go on missions to all meet up and become a girl gang at the end. The problem is that the game is being hacked and the girls are being misled throughout it by said hacker. They must figure out who's the hacker, stop the hack and return everything to normal. Since the girls are now down there, take the Q&A introduction approach with statistics appearing in the developer scene, except they now serve a different purpose as they are making these characters over. This therefore lets people know that there are now only 7 girls instead of just having everyone who hasn't kept up with them second guessing. Critique on who to explain my decision. The title plus styling made me think this would turn out to be a GTA-esque concept, but it wasn't and that was super underwhelming. The song feels like it could be a soundtrack song to a teenage spy movie and yet they decided to do a boring-ass game developer concept which they still half-assed since nothing happens after the game is created. They just stand there and are cute. I didn't have much with my concept because the music video is so unclear as to what they're trying to do, but the idea I came up with would still be more entertaining. The missions would suit the styling and idea, more than it did for RR, and the hacker idea would suit the developer scenes they did much more, with them trying to figure out who in the scenes of them through the peephole could be them confronting the hacker. Being that they are down 3 members, introducing a brand new game could be the new start they need from here on out. So much more could have been done. The offensive song. Girl, they fumbled this so bad. The concept literally should have been them doing a dress-up game like Polly Pocket or My Scene. Like there are just so many girly games they could have referenced with this comeback rather than this random-ass Instagram theme that made no sense. Sorry for mixing my criticism and my concept in one, but they pissed me off so bad with this comeback. Like why would you abandon your concept when there's so much you still haven't done with it? FNCU will burn in hell, like Drust. Concept number 2, Cherry Bullet Wii Sports concept. If they really wanted to keep the cyber game concept going, each girl represents a Wii Sports Resort game since it's a summer concept. Well, let's mix it actually, cause I still want tennis and baseball to be involved. So Chirin is tennis, Bora is golf, Yuju is frisbee, May is cycling, G1 is archery, Raimi is boxing, and Hyun is bowling. I promise you it would take the same amount of budget they took to make this boring ass music video to make it with this concept. Love so sweet. Concept will 100% be inspired by Strawberry Shortcake Amazing Cookie Party.
Let's make. Hi, Angel. We're going to have a very nice cookie party, and you're invited. Well, I love helping you, Angel. I'm not sure how to make a house cake foundation, but I wanted a round shape.
No problem. If you change your mind, choose the cake and it disappears. Put those on first. We can put them wherever we like, and you can use whichever decoration you want.
Let's use frosting. First, we look at the ingredients that we have on the table. Then, we pick a recipe that contains those ingredients.
Do when I tell you Cherry Bullet literally have archive of game concepts to pick from and just don't. This would have been the perfect opportunity to make a cooking game concept. Very pissed off at their creative team, honestly. Yes, that was a pun. Okay, bye.
Who fuck is this?
You're expecting funny morals from cable.
It's over. That's it, okay? That's all I gotta say.